You're no doubt aware of a number of situations that have occurred in the past few months and years where super yacht crew have unexpectedly been thrown into the spotlight. Once the press gets hold of a story, they move fast and are relentless. They will try to intrude, corner individuals, in this case seafarers, and may even attempt to stalk, hack, harass or coerce them into giving out information. Even though you're trained to an extent in maintaining confidentiality, it can be hard to maintain a strong facade and keep your distance if you're distressed by a sudden tragedy affecting your crewmates. My name is Daniel Taylor and I'm the founder of Taylor Hampton Solicitors, a defamation, privacy and litigation law firm based in the heart of legal London. Much of our work relates to crisis management, and the purpose of this video is to help you, the crew, when you are faced with a difficult situation at sea. I will explain the work of a defamation and privacy lawyer, the type of crises and scenarios we've assisted in, how a lawyer deals with those, and what you can do to ensure you're not caught up in a crisis. Moreover, if you are, how to handle yourself in the situation and how to help your fellow seafarers. Naturally, much of your response will be handled by the captain and yacht management company. Nevertheless, having an understanding of the pressure they're under and the process will enable you to support them professionally. If you are a captain or yacht manager, we can also offer a private, confidential briefing to talk through the process in more detail in advance of an unfortunate crisis situation. The key is to move rapidly, often minutes count, gain control of the situation so that you know how to react in advance with a hotline to the support of the lawyer. This can meaningfully reduce the fallout and reputational damage. Let's begin with defamation. This includes libel, where false, damaging claims are published, and slander, where reputational harm results from spoken statements. Today, libel just doesn't mean newspapers. It includes text messages, emails, even WhatsApp messages. We also handle unlawful access to private communications, cases where phones, devices or email accounts are compromised. Quick action is crucial here. The longer a breach goes unchecked, the greater the exposure. Misuse of private information is another area of growing concern. Even if something is true, if it was shared in confidence or obtained unlawfully, the law may prevent its publication. The core test is whether the holder of the information has a reasonable expectation of privacy. Harassment and coercive threats to release private material are also common tactics. When they arise, we seek legal remedies swiftly and discreetly, often via urgent court injunctions. These can stop unlawful publication before the damage is done. In every matter, our goal is simple: reputation management through decisive legal action. We work to contain the fallout, prevent escalation, and protect our client's reputation, privacy, and peace of mind. Our work is often reactive, but only because reputational issues move quickly. We're typically contacted when a journalist approaches the yacht owner, captain, or a crew member with potential revelations. Perhaps they've received a tip, sometimes inaccurate, sometimes stolen, and are preparing to publish. Other times we step in when private details are about to be released. This might include diary entries, private photos, or messages taken from a hacked account or passed on by a disgruntled former colleague. In moments like this, delay is costly. Our first step is to assess what actions need to be taken, whether the information is defamatory or private, and then apply for urgent relief where possible. It's important to understand the distinction here. Defamation law focuses on truth and damage to reputation, but with private information, the legal question isn't about accuracy, it's about whether the information ought to be published at all. Also be aware, breaches don't always come from within. It's easy to assume someone leaked a message, but increasingly these scenarios involve hacking or interception. On board, conflicting interests can complicate matters. The yacht manager, the crew, the owner, and any associated businesses each may require their own legal and PR advice. In complex matters, reputational fallout can extend beyond individuals and directly impact business value, partnerships, or even share prices. That's why reputation isn't just reactive, it's preventative. Being prepared gives you control in fast-moving, high-pressure situations. When it comes to media crises, timing is everything, and that means preparing before anything happens. The most effective step you can take is establishing trusted relationships in advance with a media lawyer and, where appropriate, a PR advisor. Know who you would call and make sure they understand your operation before they're needed. Confidentiality agreements should be in place across the crew and revisited regularly. Everyone should be clear. Only a designated spokesman, ideally two, should be handling communications in a crisis. In recent incidents, the appointed lead was unavailable and the absence of a necessary backup created difficult complications. Clear communication protocols should be part of your standard operating procedures. Contact details for legal and PR teams should be documented and accessible. In the event of a crisis, these details save minutes, and minutes matter. If an incident occurs, your first step is to contact your legal advisor. We'll help you assess what's being threatened, whether what's being threatened meets the legal thresholds for defamation, misuse of private information, or harassment, and guide you with the next steps accordingly. You should also hold a short, confidential crew briefing to reinforce the chain of command and remind everyone of their duties. Even the most professional teams can be caught off guard. The difference relies in how you respond. Bad press moves fast, but with preparation, professional advice, and a calm plan of action, it doesn't have to become a reputational crisis. At Taylor Hampton, we also offer confidential briefings and annual crew surgeries for yacht management companies. These sessions give captains, managers, and crew the chance to ask questions, rehearse crisis procedures, and build media readiness right into their standard operating procedures. We offer resources that provide further information for your crew, and our contact details are a useful and valuable resource for you to have in case an emergency strikes. Just reach out to us at Taylor Hampton. Let us help you to protect what matters most: your crew, your privacy, your name.